afternoon. Happy last Monday of the month. Thanks for joining us on Midday at 12:30. I'm Amber Freeman.
And I'm Adam Banks, host of the weekly radio program Off the Cuff on 93.9.
Yes, let's welcome Adam. I expect a hand of, come on everybody in the studio, everybody out there.
Thank you very much.
We're super excited you're here.
I'm excited to be here. You know, it is Monday, and I love Mondays. I think Mondays are very underrated. I like Mondays because, you know, you get all week to plan out your goals. You get all week to plan out your weekend, and Monday, the coffee always tastes better.
Okay, well, Adam, you're going to have to be here every Monday because we're going to need your motivation.
Bring
you
that
realize
positive
that
energy.
Now.
Yes.
You realize you've just set the bar high.
I will be here.
Okay, that's good news. Well, for anybody that may have not ever heard your radio program or your podcast, tell us about yourself.
Okay, yeah, Off the Cuff, I say the best way to really describe Off the Cuff is a high-energy talk radio show here in Lexington that discusses current events, pop culture, politics, sports, so a little bit of everything. I do the show with a co-host. We like to talk a lot about things that bring up debate, so we open up the phone calls to listeners, and they chat with us. We like to talk about a lot of situational conversations, and we are not afraid to shy away from the hard-hitting topics either. I'm not afraid to go onto the radio and be real and give my opinion whether or not it's controversial or not. So if you are somebody who likes real, authentic, raw talk radio, Off the Cuff is something you should tune into.
Ooh, I like that you're on the show. How fun is it that you actually get interaction on phone calls from people?
You never know what you're going to get, especially when you're live. Live is just a different beast. It's just a different animal, and that makes part of the, it just makes the show, that adrenaline, that's the stuff.
It gets a little crazy, that live stuff. You're lucky that you get to hear that. We try to get everybody to talk to us on like Facebook and social media, but if we had phone lines in, that would up the show.
Oh, that would be fantastic to hear from the listeners.
Putting that out there. You do have fun topics. I was listening to your latest podcast. I didn't get to what I really wanted to talk about because I have a lot of interest in this. Glamour shots.
Yes, glamour shots. It was funny because, see, the topics just kind of come to my head, and I was talking about just back in the day, school pictures, like how much pressure it was to get that perfect picture on picture day, and it just brought up the conversation of glamour shots. Did you ever do glamour shots?
I did not. My parents did not. Well, it's not that they didn't let me. We just never did. I am so jealous that I have never, ever gotten them. And they had them on Groupon or like, you know, those like things for a while.
Yeah.
We're trying to find a place. If anybody knows where Glamour Shots is, and I'm not even kidding, I get really excited about this. Everybody in the studio knows. So do you know of a place?
You know, I do not know of a place, and I didn't even really know they still did them because the way social media is with all the filters and just the editing that people do to their photos. But I want to know what goes into those glamour shots.
Amazing.
Do they just pamper you all day long?
I don't know, but I'm telling you, if we can do a sequin vest with a leather cap, or a boa and some more sequins, bigger hair. I don't know if that's still the style, but I just dream of that.
Oh yeah, that would be fantastic to do some glamour shots.
So I have you coming Mondays now.
Okay.
If we find glamour shots, we have to go do this.
We can do one together.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
And you look out into the, you know, we were born for this.
We could take like a prom photo.
Oh,
make
so many.
Yes.
The motivation that goes behind these pictures are really deep. I can tell there's a lot going on. It's,
yeah, it's like they're just getting inspiration from somewhere, and it's just captured.
Oh,
in
it's
a photo.
there.
Yeah.
If I was on a dating app, that would 100%. Actually, that probably will be my new headshot.
It's funny when people take these glamour shots, they do use them for everything. They use it for their social media pictures. They use it for
their
resume, and it's like that's not. They'll even use it for like a missing person photo. I'm just like, I don't think that's what they look like in their everyday.
Well, that's what I want mine to be, like laid out on like a carpet, you know, like just casually, all dolled up.
Yeah, I think if I was going to get a glamour shot, I would definitely want one of those 1950s look where I have a cigarette in my hand and a hat.
Like James Dean?
Yes.
All right, this is happening. If anybody knows where glamour shots are located or anybody that does anything like this, please, please, I beg you, let us know. All right, this may be something I don't know if you're so into. Have you been keeping up with this entire Storm Area 51 deal?
I have heard about it, and I do think that there is probably other life in this world other than what's on Earth. But I think when people think aliens, they always think human form. They think it's just a little green Martian. It could be a cell, and that could be considered human life. I think a lot of people are going to be very disappointed when they go to Area 51 and there's
nothing there.
Yeah, there's not a little green Marshal there.
There's like concession stands because they know they're coming. You can get some waffle fries.
Yes, yes, and you have to have a lot of guts to show up on a military base.
True.
And where they train military professionals. So
you have to think very highly of yourself to know that you're going to combat that. I like that you brought up, though, that you believe there's other life.
Yes.
In the universe and the thing, because I agree. How selfish and narcissistic of us to think we're the only ones out there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous to think that we are the only people living here on this in this universe.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I would like to think that there is other stuff out there. I want to see what it looks like. I just want to see how smart they are, powerful they are. And I've always heard that just extraterrestrial, they're just really smart beings. So I don't know why people are thinking they are going to outsmart the aliens when they go to Area 51.
Well, a little more than outsmarting, people are preparing themselves. Listen to the story. More than 6,000 people have already taken out alien abduction policies, right? These are insurance policies, each worth the equivalent of $8 million in compensation.
Ooh.
All right, so the cost of this insurance, $24.95, which is a one-time fee. You're going to receive a copy of the certificate in a frame. There we go. It pays $1 per year over a 10 to $20 million year period. Not dollar, but yeah, it's $1 a year. The owner of the insurance says 2 people have submitted claims so far. One of them is being paid $1 for 10 years. And a meeting is planned on September 20th at the Area 51 Alien Center tourist attraction to coordinate a raid. Now, of course, Area 51 warns people against this, saying the U.S. Air Force is always ready to protect America and its assets. Are we taking it too far?
We are, but what gets me is the fact that they pay you $1 over every
over 10 million years.
Yeah, over 10 million years.
But you get this
Yeah.
certificate.
That would be really cool to hang up in your office.
Oh, yeah.
Or hang up in your bedroom or really anywhere just to say that you went there and you bought the insurance. But yeah, I do think we are taking it a little too far. And I've read more on that story. He's actually sold quite a few insurance policies,
Yeah.
so people are buying them.
Well, and he's already had some claims. Listen, I am not going to say whether it's happened or if it's right or wrong, because anything that takes people somewhere other than their daily lives, I'm okay with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would love to actually just go for the experience, just to say that I did
Oh,
do
to
it.
Area 51?
Yeah.
To get the T-shirt?
Yeah, just to get the T-shirt and say I was here.
It'll be interesting. It is a huge thing. There's entire shows. Have you ever seen Ancient Aliens?
I have not.
I hope my father is watching online right now, because he thinks this is the most fascinating, interesting show in the entire world.
Yeah.
Basically what they do, the aliens are the cause of everything. Everything. Anything that has ever happened in the world, he attributes to aliens.
Yeah. You know, when you see a unidentified flying object in the air, a UFO, I think we want to see these things so bad, we sometimes create these images and these visions in our head. If we see an airplane that looks a little odd, we like to think, oh, wow, that might be a UFO. And it could be. I have had some experiences before, not to sound crazy or anything, but there's been a bunch of beaming lights around me in it.
Those were aliens. You probably need an insurance policy. Ancient Aliens, though, I'm telling you, somebody walked into a Kroger, that's because of aliens. It's that easy. Check it out. All right, we'll talk more about this. You're back tomorrow.
Oh, sounds great.
All right, not that we're ending the show, but this is to be continued. Well, coming up, though, I took a walk on the wild side and literally did this, visiting some little wild friends at the Kentucky Wildlife Center. You're going to want to stay tuned for these details. This is Midday Kentucky. Thanks for staying with us. All right, we told you we are having a pizza party on this Monday.
Smells good.
It smells and looks amazing. We have Tim Kalenda. He's the owner of Brick Oven Pizzeria. That's a locally owned pizzeria right here in Lexington. Tim, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Did you notice that everybody was loitering around the studio when you walked in?
They've all been creeping a little closer and closer.
You were like the Pied Piper when you walked in with all your pizza. Everybody just kind of goes behind.
Yeah.
I was ushered right in here. And so did I. Yeah.
You protected it. Well, what makes your pizza so special? It smells so good.
We have developed a system.
Okay.
It's just not ingredients thrown together. It's a system that starts with using the best flours, the best sauces, freshly packed. You know, the fresh grande cheese. Everything is just fresh. We have a system that allows us to make our dough in the store every day, using temperatures and controlled environments to expertise and make it the way it is.
So what you're telling us, there's a scientific method.
That's
to this
exactly a perfect way to put it,
fabulous
because it
product.
is definitely a scientific equation when we measure our dough out.
Yeah, I love eating pizza because you can also take it home. It's one of those foods that you can eat cold and it's still fantastic.
Absolutely. There's no bad time to have pizza.
So what else do you serve on the menu besides pizza?
We have a full kitchen with plenty of pasta dishes. We have sandwiches, chicken wings.
Salads. You have amazing salads.
Great salad, great salad. We have gluten-free crust for our pizza options, which is a nice touch. Goodness, it's a full menu. It
Wide
really
variety.
is.
The cool thing about your pizzas is you can create your own as well. I saw that on your menu.
Yes.
Which, speaking of, are you going to try one?
I would love to try one. I'm a plain Jane, so I'm just going to try the pepperoni slice.
That's
if you don't
America's
mind.
favorite.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You fit right in there.
When in doubt, go pepperoni.
What is your most ordered pizza?
Well, I brought the Highway 68 because Harrisburg Road is Highway 68. And so that is probably our biggest seller for the specialties. But really, the pepperoni pizza is
The classic.
Is the classic,
All right.
yeah.
And you brought some dessert pizzas as well. So much going on. Now, the cool thing about your store, I think, is you're locally owned. There's only one.
That's right. Brick Evans' name was available in the state of Kentucky. We used it to have a great reputation from the get-go.
Yeah.
Everybody likes Brick Oven Pizza. So yes, we're locally owned, independent operated.
Well, I'll tell you this, your pizza was so good on this pepperoni, I'm not afraid to stray away from the pepperoni and try something else cold. So,
Absolutely.
can I just try anything here
I
on
think
the
you
table?
should just
Reach
stuff your
in,
face
grab
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
You know I make a mess,
Yeah.
so I'm going to get in on all of this as
Yeah,
well.
no.
Now, we can find your menu on your website.
Absolutely. BrickOvenPizzeria.biz.
And where are you located?
We are on Harrisburg Road, one red light outside Man of War. It's South Elkhorn Village. We share a parking lot with the Ramsey's Diner that's been down there for years and years.
Ah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, your favorite thing on the menu? I always like to ask.
Oh, I would go with a pizza, and I have so many different kinds of pizzas that I love. The white pizza is one of my favorites. I didn't bring that one here today, and the margarita is simple and delicious.
And
It
that's
gets you
what I
grabbed.
have. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
here.
very much.
Amazing. We're going to dig in. Go check them out. Dinner time. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you very much.